mom always...
We should have been live for all that.
But no, she
yeah,
always talks about... She talks about her flaws so much. So that's what I grew is that this is what just I got from that. My grandmother's loop, I guess, wasn't my mom's.
And that's fine.
I understand that. I get that. So that would be because my mom's was different, she was, I guess,
She might have broken her loop.
That's what I'm saying.
But she got stuck into a different one.
But she got stuck in hers, thus creating a new one with me because I was her first daughter.
Yes.
So that would mean that. Holy shit! That's extremely for me to break off at the first.
Yes,
one
the first
like
time.
that?
That's a big deal. It's a big deal. But it's
crazy.
Yeah, because normally that is not normally true. And that is what we're accelerating though. So that's happening more and more frequently for more
These
people.
people are seeing the patterns better.
Yes, that's good. But it's the problem that you always get into when you're breaking a loop, which is why you need to be careful now that you've broken the loop, is that you can swing to the other side of the pendulum. So this is the whole middle path thing.
Yeah.
That's why the middle path is so crucial, is that you can recognize the loop that you were stuck in because of your ancestry and where you've come from. But even by breaking that, you've learned that lesson, but you can swing so far to the other side that you now get stuck in another loop.
I see. Okay.
And so you want to find balance. Everything here is about balance. Absolutely everything is about balance. And the more you can kind of bring that pendulum down to its equilibrium. Because as you do, it becomes easier to not get stuck in the next loop.
And you're able to just exist.
Its equilibrium. You're able to just exist, to just be. Be you. That is the entire point of everything. Be. Stop worrying about it. Stop focusing on it. Get yourself out of these patterns that we've gotten that have been thrust upon us, because that's really what they are.
Right.
And because when you can do that, when you can actually be, that is when you become. Because Jesus is really interested in coming.
My mind went there too.
Yep, you heard it here, folks.
That joke popped into my head.
That's exactly what popped into my head too, and I was like, that's why, and I followed it through. That is what we're doing here. All right, let's see if anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns. I don't
You want me to... Oh, I have my phone if you want to...
Oh yeah, that'll make it easy. It's my birthday, and I can cry if I want to. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
420 is your birthday, you
That's
lucky
amazing.
son of a bitch. You lucky son of a bitch.
I'm 4/4. I'm still April, but it's not as cool as 420. There you go. Oh shit! Sorry, I had a spasm. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, that doesn't show history, but so if you had a comment before, fuck you. I don't know.
Here, I'll look. Hold on. Okay.
I don't know if there were any comments before.
There may have been. Oh, the birthday one. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, cool. So you weren't a turd.
All right. Well, I didn't. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Who is it? Who there?
Devil.
That's what I thought. I could see it. I could see like the shape of his username from here. Can't read it, but I was like, I think that's. Yeah. I'm gonna dye my hair tonight.
We're all little devils. Are you gonna do it tonight?
Yeah. Do you want to
sure?
help? Do you want to help me?
I don't think you're gonna do it tonight.
Why would you? Why?
Because I think you are gonna nurse that.
Yeah.
But when I start refilling, you will eventually refill. You'll hit a point where you go, nah, if he's getting another drink, I'm getting another drink.
No.
And it's gonna happen. I'm just telling you.
It's not. No, it's not. Because you know
and
why?
Oh, fine. Then this'll do it. One or the other.
I'd rather honey Honestly,
We are gonna
I'd
go.
rather it be this because I've had ramen noodles today. I made that spicy ramen and it was delicious.
I haven't eaten today, so this is gonna be great.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to hold your hair back later.
Oh, give me more credit than that. Come on.
Making a joke.
I know.
Because it honestly, unless we both can't hold each other's hair back at the same time.
That is true. Which one of us is getting trashed tonight?
I really don't want to.
I don't
I
either.
don't want you to either.
I don't either. I'm like that cat. I don't want to go to bed.
Oh, she sleeps. I love how she sleeps in the little flower bed.
I
over
know.
there.
Me too.
She's so damn cute.
Now the flowers aren't gonna grow, but
Whatever.
at the same time,
We'll buy.
it's still cute. It's
Yeah,
adorable.
we'll buy some other flower bed things. Oh my gosh. Or we'll get the better thing to do would be buy Scraps a little kitty house,
Yes.
like something she could
Yeah,
sleep
we should.
in.
We have a stray cat.
We've taken an astray.
We've taken a stray. Well, kind of. She's not allowed inside because there's dogs everywhere. But
But she's with us for life
yeah.
now.
she pretty much.
She's
we'll,
our first.
we'll take her with us.
She's our first fur baby, our adopted fur baby.
She just wandered around the street and then came
I
up to
started
us.
feeding
and
her.
we
I
started
felt
feeding
bad.
her.
I felt bad for her because like all of the boy cats in this neighborhood were treating her like literally these two boy cats were like fighting over her
Yeah.
one day and like taking turns.
Well,
And it
I
was
felt
just-
that too until I then saw her like laying out there like
Well, she's
like she's like this and just like come get it, boys. And then
That's
they come
because-
get it and then she's like, oh no, don't do that. And then she goes back to it and I'm like, all right, come on. Like
You
I'm
know
not.
what?
I
First
lost
of all-
sympathy for you.
First of all, Scraps advocate here. She was in heat. She can't help it. She's not fixed.
It's not her fault. She was horny.
Basically, her body's trying to make baby kitties. And
Yeah,
but
that's
you notice though that even while she's in heat, this happened the last time she was like recently when she was in heat. Is that she was going through that and she would go up to them and sprawl out, but then she would stop herself and come up to me for protection.
Yeah, that's true.
Like she's literally fighting her
She was
own
fighting her own. Oh, she's doing what we do.
because she doesn't want to be gangbanged by all the boy cats in the neighborhood. Because that's not real love. Real love is from us. And she comes and
Aw.
gets it.
We're her god.
Yeah. We feed her and take care
Yeah,
of
it's
her.
an alley cat. We took in an alley cat.
She's so cute. And she's
She's adorable. And she's sleeping over there. You guys need to see it. It's just
Look
like,
at her.
can you see?
Oh,
right
she's
there?
sleeping in the little
She's sleeping in the
flower
little
bed.
flower bed. It's pretty cute.
Like she's missing the top like couple of her teeth, so her tongue, like when she gets like super relaxed, her tongue sticks out, and it's so cute.
Yeah, it is.
I love Scraps. She's like
She's cute.
whenever we leave where we
She's
are
family
now,
now. Yeah.
she's coming with us. She's I love that cat.
Yeah.
I do. I need to get her better food.
Yeah, no,
We
no,
should've-
we're gonna let's go to Costco.
Okay. I was
We'll
the
grab
bad cat mom. I bought like really cheap food. But first, when we first started feeding her, I was giving her like cans of tuna because we had like so many cans of tuna. But that's when we first started feeding her.
Yeah,
so
we
I
bought a bunch of
like,
tuna at Costco and we didn't use it, and so they were like,
I
"There's
used,
a bunch of
like-
cans in here."
I used like 2 or 3 of them, and then like we had like a couple more. So I started feeding the cat with them. So immediately she's like, "This is the standard: is canned tuna." And I didn't like want to spend that much money on her at the time. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
And I
We
was
got
like,
cheap-
so
we
I
got
got
some
cheap,
dry
so I
cat
got
food.
dry cat food from
And it
like
was just,
Aldi,
like-
and it was like 3 pounds of cat food for like $4. I was like, hell yeah, she won't eat it. Like she'll eat it if she absolutely has to.
But she's like,
She's
eh.
so reluctant about it.
I
She'll
love
take
it.
she'll take like 3 or 4 bites and be like, oh fuck this. But she still comes around because I think she knows.
Yeah.
She has to know.
It's kind of like us sometimes though too, because like I got used to the good shit at first, and then I was like, oh,
And it's
yeah,
just,
this
it's
is
the
not.
equivalent of like just a tip, just to see how it feels.
Yeah.
Are you gonna stick around when things are shitty? When you get $3 cat food?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
She did. So.
And she did.
She's still ours.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how the gods feel.
What?
You gonna stick around if I make things a little shitty? Oh, you are? Good for you. I'm gonna keep you around.
Here's a cookie.
Here's a cookie. And I'm gonna step off camera.
Let's see. Oh shoot. Oh, I freaking locked it.
It's 4:20, so I have to step off camera. Sorry, guys. Refueling.
Oh yeah, so Scraps, question mark. Yeah, Scraps. Why did I name her Scraps? There was a reason I picked the name Scraps.
Mm-mm. I thought it was just because she was an alley cat. And you were like, she's like scrappy.
Oh, that is what I said. I was like, she's got like some zest to her. She's scrappy.
She's scrappy.
So I named her. So her full name is Scrappy, but I call her Scraps. That's what it was.
No, her full name is Scramps McGillicuddy
McGillicuddy.
Bartholomew.
She's a girl.
I don't
That's not
know.
a girl
I don't know
name.
where this went. I was trying to make things up at the spot, and I wanted to sound fancy. And I don't know why McGillicuddy and Bartholomew came out. Those are the ones.
Not even a name.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we did get her hooked. I guess that it, like you know. Someone said, "What's in the tube?" 420. You know what's in the tube.
These, I'm not in, baby. These are great. Infused pre-roll.
I can ask.
Yeah, but you have to.
Yeah. No, I know.
I don't want to get banned again for too many times.
Yeah, don't do that. Oh.
I had to cut out wax.
What?
What? Like from candles?
What you mean?
Or you mean like wax? Because yeah, I understand it. That dabs.
Oh, like
Dabs.
res?
Yeah.
That's what we call it in Georgia. Is res.
Res.
We call it res. Res. I saw
Well,
someone
we've already
do.
been
I saw
told-
someone do a res.
We've already
and
laid it
pass
to
out.
rest that you guys get shit in Georgia.
No, not always. There,
Compared to
no.
here.
It's kind of like Christmas. So it's so how it works in Georgia because green's not legal. It's well, it's
thank God for
become.
legal weed.
What is it in Georgia? Is it medicinal in Georgia?
It's medicinal.
Medicinal, but you can only get it in Atlanta. But so I didn't live in Atlanta. So
I would cough so hard my back gave out for 3 weeks. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
I've coughed that hard before.
I love it.
Where like you think like, oh
Yeah.
shit, this is how I go.
You're like, this is it. I can't breathe. This is how I die. I knew this is how I was gonna do it. I knew this was gonna kill me. My parents even warned me. What the fuck? And you're like,
You go into like existential crisis mode so fast.
oh, but here's the funniest thing is that you get so fucking high when that happens. And I don't know if it is the coughing, the smoke, or the existential crisis that
Probably
followed.
a combination.
It's probably a combination of all of those things. I mean, that's it. Like, you and I kind of went for both with everything because that was our thing, because there were two of us. But the real answer really is all. But the answer to everything is all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah.
No
so,
lie.
So no, how it was Green Christmas is what I'm talking about.
Green
So-
Christmas. Did
so
they call
this
it
is how,
that?
No. So when you're a high school student,
Was there Granta? Did he
No.
come and
Listen.
give you presents?
Listen, let me tell the story. Okay.
Was there Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer?
Green deer.
I don't know why I went there.
I don't know. So
Language is important to me. That's
so
why.
how it works is like in Georgia, like at least when I was in high school. So I graduated high school in 2009. So high school 2005 to
Someone wanted to let us
2009.
know that Jesus was in a scene. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he
I'm
was.
telling a
Good-
story.
Good for you.
Rude.
Well, no, he was.
No.
But.
So you always had like
What, you want a cookie?
your specific dealer in school.
Mhm.
Like there was always that one kid you knew always had like he was there's the guy you go to get weed from. So like 9 times out of 10, maybe 8 times out of 10 you'd get like mid, right?
Yes.
Not amazing, but fuck, we got weed. Like it's exciting, right?
No, that was my whole
No,
thing with
but then-
going to a
so-
dispensary the first time was
so-
like so shocking because it's like, oh my God, I get it. Because people would be like, I don't like weed. And I'm like, have you ever been to a dispensary? They'd be like, no. And I'd be like, fuck you. Fuck everything you know. Just get it out of your head. Because all you've done is go to the guy that's closest to you and gotten whatever the fuck he had. And I'm sure you thought it was good at the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You didn't pick and choose based on your preference, based on what you wanted, and based on the effect that you were looking for.
Well,
that is a medical fucking experience.
Well, not only that, it was like, but like so that one time, so every now and again, when you'd go to pick up, right?
Yeah.
It would be that one time that your guy got his hands on something amazing.
Oh yeah, and he would be so excited.
And
he was
just
like overjoyed.
10 out of 10, it was always either like some sort of like perp, or like kush.
Straight from California.
That was it. Perp or kush,
it was
that
just
was
like,
it.
yeah.
Like,
I remember.
Like, it was, oh my gosh, so... So yeah, like it would just be exciting, and then like it would go back shortly after that being to mostly stems and seeds.
Yeah.
Like.
And the funny thing is though, like I remember those times, but like I still look back at them, and even the best shit that they had, you'd be like, look how purple this is or whatever. And then it's like, oh my God, that's so good. You'd be like, oh crap.
No, everyone would freak out.
No, but now I've seen shit that is like fucking violet. Like just like what the shit did you, and where did this come? Holy fuck. And I'm like, there's no way this is fake. This is like some like crazy hallucination. I don't even know what's going on here. And it's like you have nothing that compares. Nothing that compares. If you haven't been to like legal weed places, like these guys, these are scientists like going at it. I mean, like they know what they're fucking doing. I fucking love it. Because like the beauty of it is that like, so the reason why I fucking love it is that like this stuff is really about changing your perspective and changing your perception. And so they're tinkering with that. It's not a science yet, but it will be one day. And my whole thing is about perception, because perception is so important. It's what controls our reality. And we have been locked into a perspective that has been so granular. I mean, this is the entire biblical fight that everyone's up in arms about. I mean, when I started this TikTok thing, when I really came into my own with the spirituality stuff, it was right after I was doing crypto stuff. But I came into this thing basically announcing Lucifer.
Right. Yeah.
Part of the reason why I did that was this. Because the entire battle between Satan and Lucifer and God, so like Lucifer and God that people have basically put out there, is this. This is what it is. This is what the battle is actually about.
Right.
So if you really want to understand it, it is the difference between a multidimensional world that is controlled by your perspective and one that takes one perspective and runs it through to absolute power. And it's about which is better, which is more important, which is actually controlling the universe. And I'm sorry, but that will never fucking control us. We are everything, my friend. We are... When you take one perspective and run it through to its completion, you will never be anything more than the all of your one limited plane. It's like being everything on a piece of paper versus being everything. You can fight everything all you want, being the everything of one piece of paper, but your fight is limited to the paper. You can't get rid of me. There's no... It is comical to even think that there's a battle from our perspective. From the perspective of the all. This whole idea of having a war waged in heaven, a battle over the earth, it's silly. It's happening. But it's happening on one piece of paper. We don't care about the piece of paper. God is not a respecter of persons. The one piece of paper is inconsequential to the book that is being written. It's another page in the book. It will go in the direction that the book cares about, regardless of what the people on the page think or try to do. The book is being written by the author. And the author will write the book. And your page will go in whatever direction is best for the author's story, the book. And even that is, again, limited by another perspective, which shifts out to another author. It's infinite. It's not about growth. It's about telling your story and finding the one that you want to tell. And if you don't like the one that you want to tell, shift to a different page. Tell the other part of it. It's your choice. Sorry. Happy 420.
Why are you sorry? That was...
Jesus wasn't in the scene, by the way. No, that's what I do. So if you haven't joined the live yet, that's what happens. One of us will go on a rant. One of us will explain something about your reality. I hope you're in for it. Jesus was in the scene, by the way. Yes. Glad you realized it. Jesus was, I share lineage with Jesus, so it's really hard for me to talk about this. A lot of you share lineage with Jesus, though, as well, which is why a lot of you are coming out saying you're fucking Yeshua. You're not, but you are. It's fine. I get it, but none of these fuckers do. Please do not come out and say that you're Yeshua to them, because it's fucking confusing as hell to them. They're not gonna get it. They're stuck on a page. Stop trying to teach them a story. It's not gonna work. I'm Brian as far as they're concerned. Brian is the character I'm playing on this page. I have been Yeshua, I have been Lucifer, I've been a whole host of other people. I've fucking been Yahweh in my past. Yahweh's a lesser god, by the way. He has control right now over a lot of you. And it's over a lot of you, not over the world. It's not like that. Gods are bound to us, not nature. Some of them are bound to nature as well. But that's because that's where they were birthed from, and we worship them, and then we created them, and then they created us, as they created us. It's the same fucking cycle you see all over the place. It's the reason why we don't call ourselves twin flames, we call ourselves mirror images. I created her as she created me. I am literally a figment of her imagination, and she is mine. So which came first, the chicken or the egg? Both. Something, you guys see everything as this linear progression, so you have to see it as like, this thing created that thing. No, you create God as God creates you. It's all happening at the same fucking time. I was always a fan of multiple stories at the same time, sharing a collective path. Yes. Shit, don't think I want to know that part. Keep it interesting. For myself, anyway. Yeah, sorry. Well, if you didn't think you wanted to know it, Spirit thought you should know it. That's why you're here. That's the whole point. You're being guided. And the thing that's guiding you is you. You don't realize it, and so you fight against it. Because you're think of it this way. You're fighting you outside of time, which is fighting you inside of time. And so you, from a linear perspective inside of time, is fighting yourself that is trying to guide you and trying to put you in positions that gets it to what is actually good for you. And it has a far better perspective than you do. So shut up, surrender, and give control to it. That's your God. If you really want to think about your God that's up there, it's you. That's why so many have come out saying that they're God. Yeah, I get it. You're your God. Cool. Until you're manifest here, I don't fucking care. And once some of you start manifesting here, I hope it's the good ones first. Because some of you are going to manifest assholes. But that's why guys like me are here, because we're fucking older than you. We've done this before, and guess what that means? It means that I've fucking been that asshole. And I get it, and I'm sorry, and yeah, I've hurt some of you in the past. And some of you even remember that, and you have it out for me. Fuck off. Do you not get it? I don't think you understand how old I am. That was a bit much, sorry. He comes through pretty strong sometimes. Both halves exchange pieces of each other's soul. If you're referring to me and her, no, that's not what I mean. What I really mean is that I mean literally. So the things that happened in her life, we never met, right? So we existed in different universes. You have to think of it that way. This is the only way it's going to make sense to you. It's different than this, but it's the only way it's going to make sense. So as she lived through her childhood, these things happened everything happens at the same time. But that's too complicated. So think of it as hers happening first and mine happening after then. So as she lived through her childhood, from her perspective, as she lived through her childhood, she wanted something. And she was building a person in her mind.
You were first.
Huh?
You were first. You were older.
Doesn't matter. The age doesn't matter. That's why I'm using you as the example.
Okay.
Different universes.
Okay.
They can happen at it's
okay.
too complicated. Everything's happening at once, but it's all not happening at once. It's happening so if everything happens at once, nothing happens at the same time. But and nothing happens first. It's really complex. But it's like if you had unlimited processing power, right, and you could run all the processes, all the pieces at the same time. That's what quantum is. So if that happens, if it's all happening at the same time, it can be built back in any perspective. Right. And so the perspective that we share is what's building back. Okay? Okay. So it doesn't matter which happened first. So I'm going to use you as the example. As you went through your childhood, as you went through your fulfilled that. How much is that me?
All of it.
Yeah. Same. And the reason that is because you were literally creating me. Quite literally. You were creating me in your mind. Now, at the same time, so everything happens. If everything happens, everything is, right? So at the same time that's happening, I'm going through my childhood. And I'm creating this other person, creating this thing for me. Us meeting, it's like, how? How the fuck are you real? How the fuck does this work? How are you the thing that was in my head? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Fuck time. Get time out of it. It makes sense. Okay? It's just building back into a structure. That's what time is. So what God is literally doing is taking all these disparate pieces of everything that exists. Everything happens. Everything exists. And he's taking all these disparate pieces and he's bringing them up and building them into a cohesive narrative. And that is what we're experiencing. So I'm experiencing this cohesive narrative that is my creation. Because it's what I envisioned. And I'm being brought into that because I'm pulling myself to it. You guys are amazing. The potential that you have in front of you is amazing. The life that you could lead is incredible if you just accept it. But your free will, what that really is your ability to reject what's being pulled in. So he's trying to pull it all fucking together. And you're saying, on the path, while you're doing this, no. No, no, no. And so he's saying, okay, so let me work this out. Let me try to piece this other thing together. And so he's pulling these things in, just like, okay, try to make this work. No, okay, try to make this work. And he's doing that to everyone. And as soon as everyone accepts it for what it is, it collapses in on itself and becomes absolutely perfect. And that's home. That's what you remember. And it is beautiful. So it's why it's so important for some of us that grasp it to break ourselves away from everyone else. In the past, this is what we used to do. Some of you remember being ascended masters. Some of you ended your life to come back in now. Fresh, new, because you had to be born to someone else so that you could teach them. But where you were before was already perfection. How does that work? It's because normally what we do is we separate ourselves off from humanity. We come together as others that feel this, that understand this, that have this grasp, that really are. And we come together away from society and we fucking disappear. That is why you have a lot of civilizations that have literally just vanished out of trace. Because they all fucking got it. But they had to detach themselves from civilization that wasn't ready for it. What the harvest is all about, what the harvest is, revelations, what the fucking Armageddon is about, is cultivation, baby. It's an actual harvest. What it means is that enough people are ready, they grasp this enough, that we can do this to the entire fucking world. We can take everyone, bring them to the realization that they have a choice, that they need to stop resisting what God is bringing into, that Spirit is bringing into their life. And when it happens, entire nations will vanish from there. They will go to the perfection. They will hit a perfected state. It's fucking beautiful. And I've been fucking waiting for this, and everyone's fucking terrified, and it's so funny because it is the best thing that could happen to humanity. It is so much love. I mean, what we're gonna get out of this time, man, 8.5 billion people. No, not everyone's gonna get it. Not everyone's gonna get it. But if we take half, fuck. It's beautiful. Whew. Well, that was my sermon, I think.
It was a good one.
It fucking felt like. Jesus, I need to stop.
No, that was amazing.
I know, but this. So my problem is like the other half. They're not gonna make it because they'll turn it into a fucking religion. That's fine. We need another harvest. Plant the next seed for the next crop. Some of my friends are in there actually. They're doing this on purpose, and I get it. But when you're in it, when you're here, when you're in this perspective, it's still like you want to save everything. You want to get everyone there. And I don't mean save everyone as like their bodies. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about this body, man. This is not me. Like, this is nothing. This is, I mean, save the soul. Like this is a harvest of souls. People have been dying and reincarnating over and over and over again for this fucking moment. Oh, it's beautiful. They'll become creators in their own right. It's fucking beautiful. Nothing ever wrong about Ra. Yeah. Well, I like it raw. Baby, I like it raw. Baby, I like it raw.
Oh my god.
Now, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Who said that first? Was the song made, or was the song made because I just did that? Oh, who knows? See, time is an interesting bitch. Everyone thinks they understand it, and they fucking don't.
I have to pee.
Go pee.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna steal your chair though, because it rocks.
That's funny.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
It's also very cool.
And it's so comfortable. Okay, fine.
Sorry.
You can have it. I love you.
Love you.
You can have the comfy chair.
See, it rocks. Okay. What do we got here? What is happening? Why can I not scroll the comments? I can scroll. What the fuck? Yeah, nothing's ever wrong about Ra. The sun god. Sorry. Baby, I like it raw. Give it to me harder, raw. Jesus. Alright, is there... any questions? Anyone want to come up? I don't know. Send a rose to get shown. No. Oh, god damn it. I can't. Can I not? I don't have the full control over actually seeing who's here and all that shit. I was gonna say hi to people. Oh. Oh, if any of you are not following Spirit of Magdala, please follow her. She just commented. That's Haley. She's... I don't know how close she is to 1,000, but I want to get her to 1,000 so that we can go live. Hello, happy to be here. I'm happy you're here too. I'm actually gonna put earbuds in. And actually, baby,
What?
I totally forgot. Makes it easier for people to hear us both.
Oh, did you find the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
It was under the computer. I don't know how it got there, but it was under the computer.
I'm missing one too.
Can you guys still hear?
It's under the bed. I know where my other one is, but I've been just so lazy about getting it.
Wait, you knew? Wait, really?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, there it is. It's too far. I'm not gonna. I have to lean in there and I have to get on all fours. Since when did you have a problem getting on all fours?
Shit. I mean, well, don't come at me like that. I'm just saying. I know where it is, and that's good enough for me. Like right now. What? What? I know where it is.
I know.
I can grab it whenever
I will
want.
grab it for you. How about that? I'll get on all fours. I have no problem getting on all fours, and you know that. I have no problem getting on my knees.
Anyways. Look,
Is the sound better? I hope it's better.
here's Brad. Look at this. Look at this PP.
Spirit of Magdala?
That's me.
Oh, what's that referencing?
Mary Magdalene?
Yeah. So,
Like to come in the spirit of? That kind of...
so we all base ourselves off of fractals of others? And yes, we base ourselves. It's the whole who came first, the chicken or the egg sort of thing. Um, so it's really hard to track lineage unless you understand what you're doing. But if you understand um, lineage like we do, um, I switched them
I
already.
was gonna say that's definitely
I have a basis off of Jesus. She is based off of Magdala. So Mary Magdala is actually part of her lineage. You could think of it that way.
to think about that too, and like just knowing what I know of my actual like lineage and everything
And the cycles you've been
of
trapped in, and why those cycles seem to repeat the same.
of how much the church was involved,
Hmm.
like on the Protestant and the Catholic side, and on top of that, the like Druids and like all like basically like
Oh,
all
everyone
the
had a
people.
hand in crafting you? How weird. Sorry.
Shut up! That's
Is everyone based off this lineage or many people? Um, Many people. So it's hard to really explain, especially if you miss the first part, because lineage isn't linear. Um, but no, there are many that can actually trace their lineage back to those archetypes, both Mary Magdala and Jesus. I happen to be one that can trace back to Jesus. She happens to be one that can trace back to Mary, which is
I also can trace my lineage back to a literal Roman witness of the crucifixion of Christ as well, from a male side.
yeah. I mean, we're referring to soul lineage, but
I was referring to that. Like but on top of that,
no, I know.
I can yeah, like my lineage is in if it's a as above so below thing,
It
like
is.
my lineage is like nuts. The people that I have connections to, the families,
Well,
the
the beauty of
literal
how
not
lineage,
even
yeah.
nations.
So the beauty of how lineage works is the lineage that all of you can trace yourself to is fucking nuts. It's insane. Half of it, though, well, more than half, like 99% of it, actually, is not known history
Right.
to people here. And so, like, some of the greatest people that have ever walked the face of the earth, you don't even know about. And their lineage is tied to people now that are having a really hard time with everything that's going on.
Am I having a hard time?
Yeah.
I am?
Well, so like no, you're not. You're having a much better time than they are. So I am traced, and this is the whole like first shall be last, last shall be first thing. Cause so I am traced to Yeshua, and she's to Mary, which sounds so amazing in today's standards. But the reality is most of the people out there that don't trace themselves back to that have far, far cooler lineage. And it's like we trace to that because we are the alarm clock. It's what people here can relate to, and it's what will cause people to be able to awaken to what they are. And when they awaken to what they are, they'll recognize that holy shit, I have a history here that is actually even greater. Far greater things than you will do. That was the message. The problem is that the older ones are more asleep. We need to get a little bit louder in order to wake them up. And two people, because that's really what it was, two people as much as we had others connected through us, wasn't enough. Yeah, the best ones are still asleep. That's the funniest part is the guys that you're so angry about because they won't listen because they're like, oh, they just don't get it and they're still asleep and they're idiots or whatever and they don't see what's happening around them. Yeah, they have a better lineage than you. They're more asleep. They're the older ones.
That's the whole respect your elders thing.
It's going to take longer to wake them up. Well, everything works in reverse. We'll be the first for this next cycle. They'll end up being the last, but they'll end up being the first for the next cycle.
Uh,
It keeps falling back on itself. It's a torus, guys. It's a torus structure, and it keeps rotating back in on itself. It's magnetic energy. That's all it is. As above, so below. It's all the same fucking process, and it keeps happening. It will always keep happening. You're not trying to end it. That's stupid. Just stop. You can't end it. You can't fight against it. It's not even the point. You're supposed to just enjoy it for what it is and actually accept it and come to its equilibrium. Eventually, if we do that, we will lock and you'll not have to deal with any of the bullshit anymore. But there will always be people dealing with the bullshit, and that's fine. That is the growth of consciousness. That's how it works, and it's okay. You will lock yourself into your eternity. Great, good for you. Let everyone else do what they want. Stop trying to control people. Middle road, yeah. Once you settle in the middle road, you'll lock in. Oh, have a nice evening, Stargazer. But now I have to pee. You can steal a chair if you need to. I'm gonna leave the headset here though, so you guys don't have to hear it. Yay!
This is funny. Oh, you. It's just like, I don't know about y'all. Like, my mind is melding. Like, that's insane. When I hit the road, I'm gonna bring some Detroit green with me. Are you? Okay. What makes that so special? There's sponge. Me too. I love reading. I'm a I have a lot of books. Like one of my dreams is to have like kind of like the library from Beauty and the Beast, where it's just like books everywhere and like a spiral staircase and like a fireplace where you can like sit and read. But not so much those the furniture in those libraries like they put in movies, though they have libraries like that. The furniture looks so stiff to me, just doesn't look comfortable for reading. So definitely I'd have a library like that, but I'd have way more like loungy furniture and not so stiff looking. But I don't know where I was going with that. Saying I like books. Yeah, the Game of Thrones library would be my pick. I have seen Game of Thrones, but I'd have to look up what that looked like. I don't remember off the top of my head. I watched that show one time through. I haven't done like a repeat, so I don't know.
Which show?
I was talking about um, I don't know how it came up, but I was talking about libraries and like about how I like books
Oh yeah.
and like my dream library. And someone said the Game of Thrones library, and I was like, well, I've only seen that show once through. Like I can't remember that off the top of my head. I'd have to like look that up to remember what it looked like.
Game of Thrones have a cool library.
I don't remember. That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember.
I don't remember a Game of Thrones library like in the show.
I mean, that's not what I would have gone for. I would have gone for something.
I was like, I like the Beauty and the Beast library, It has like
Yeah.
the spiral staircase and the
What? No,
fireplace.
no. My whole thing with the library is like, if you want to impress me, you gotta have that ladder. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
the slide
The
ladder, of
ladder
course.
on the fucking like track. Oh fuck!
Obviously,
And it's
that's
got to
like
go around a corner, and I'm just like, oh,
yeah,
bitch,
of course,
yeah, I want
that's
it.
standard practice.
Yeah,
Are
that
you
is.
kidding me? No, but see,
That's all I
what
want.
I was
That's all I
talking,
want.
what I was talking
I
about
just
was
want the
like
fucking ladder because I want to hand sit on it, and I want to push off and go, yay! That's it.
my whole thing that was like a must for me that I was just talking about was that the furniture in those libraries, whenever they're depicted in like film or TV shows or like whatever, is the furniture looks so stiff. You know what I'm talking about? Like the furniture looks
Mm.
very, very stiff, and it's like I would have way more lounge-friendly furniture, like maybe one of those like giant bean
I'm
bags
trying to think. There,
or
there was a
like
movie.
a
Well,
futon
I'm trying
kind of
to
thing.
like my mind originally like immediately went to a movie, but I can't remember what it was. But they called out the library, I remember. But it had this like open window
Yeah,
area, and so it was like that whole section, like 2 stories with the ladder thing that went around. But then the other side was just this big open, like
no. So
round window sitting area. And I'm
yeah,
like, yep.
do you remember I told you that my ideal house had a
Yeah, yeah.
section where it had that round thing with a bunch of glass that was
Yeah.
like a giant
It was a
round
giant sunroof.
sunroof.
Yeah, that's what it was like. I'm gonna have to find that movie. I forgot what movie that was. God
It
damn it.
was in the time machine. But he
Mm.
had his time machine in the glass round spot of his little thing. That's a really good movie. I love the time machine.
It's-
Have you ever seen the time
I've seen it
machine?
once, but we should go back maybe.
Holy shit. So okay, so the premise of the thing is, right, is that he is this guy that lives in like the I don't know, like maybe like the 1800s, I think.
Mhm.
Um and he gets engaged. He's already working on like time travel. I think he's like a or no, he's like a really smart guy. He's a professor or something, a scientist, whatever. And his his um his fiance dies like the night of that he proposes to her, or like the like within the same week. And he figures out a way to time travel. And he keeps going back in time trying to save her, like over and over again. And like no matter what he does, um,
Oh, so like our story.
so no matter what he does,
Fuck.
no matter what he does,
All right, guess what? I know what we're watching tonight.
she always ends up dying. So then he ends up going into his time machine and he accidentally
Yeah, the
hits it to
point
where he
wasn't to
goes
go to the past, it was actually go to the
so, but
future
he,
and you'd figure it out, but like
no,
you were
but he
too
goes to
stupid to
the
do that.
future, but he falls in love with the future girl.
Yeah, which is just a copy of the same person, so it's fine.
But it's not though.
It is. The essence is the same. That's what he was after.
Oh, okay.
Not
So watch
identical.
it from that perspective, but like he has
Yeah,
to go save
I
her
get
from
it.
like the monsters of the future.
Yeah,
Like
it's exactly what I did. I get it.
are we gonna watch the Time Machine?
Yeah, we're gonna watch the Time Machine.
We should order food
Fuck.
and watch Time Machine.
That's
It's
what
a
we're gonna
really
do.
good movie.
I guess that's what we're doing.
You guys should go watch Time Machine. Watch Time Machine with us. Speaking of food, it is our
Where we
order
getting?
out night. I don't know.
All right, you can get out of TikTok and let's go medieval or gothic. Yeah.
You talking about architecture? It's
Ooh, you were cooking dinner? What'd you make? Oh, he's got a date on the way. Oh yeah, buddy.
Good luck on your date. Get you some. I mean, treat her with respect and treat her like a lady.
Kind of chicken I made.
Tell her you want to just no.
Wait, my ex? Wait, your date night is with your ex?
Well, but it's they're working things out.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Is it good? Like, what's
Is
the
it a good ex thing?
explain the situation. Like,
Yeah, what is the
happened?
situation?
What's the
Hold on.
story?
Can I? How do
I don't know if he has a
Oh,
thumb.
do you have live access? Can we bring you up?
I don't know if he does. I don't. I think I don't know what his follower count is.
Yeah, I got a lot of love for all. No, but so is she on the path?
Oh, yeah, I could see how she'd have
I'm just
to.
thinking if she had
If
old
he broke,
issues
yeah, that's what
that you
I
broke
know.
away from
Yeah, yeah,
and you're going back to that,
Yeah.
Or
is she coming to you or are you going to her?
Yeah, is she coming to you or are you going to her? That's a good way of looking at it.
Is she being pulled to you or are you being pulled by her?
Wasn't, but you think she's heading there. Uh,
Answer the question.
did you go to her or did she go to you?
Did she reach out to you or did
Yeah,
you reach
that
out
is
to
an
her?
important point.
Who reached out to who? Who came first, chicken or the egg?
She came. Oh, she's coming to you.
She's coming to you?
Well, no. She's coming to you tonight. I get that. You're cooking her dinner.
No, like
But,
who
like-
reached out to who first?
Yeah, if it's an ex
Who
that
contacted
you broke
who
away
first?
from. Well, it's not even who contacted who first, because you could contact them, but it's who.
But they're at this point though.
Who's the one trying to get back?
Oh, I see. But it could be, but it's both though, because if you're the one that is like,
Yes, I know.
grabbing, so you'd naturally be the.
Well, it's who's the grabber. If you're the
Right.
grabber or she's the grabber. If she's the grabber, you have an opportunity, my friend. Careful, but use it wisely. If you're the grabber, fucking walk away.
Oh, if you have any doubt, like if there's anything going like in your gut, am I right about that? If there's any like sort of
Nope,
doubt.
actually, we're both wrong. Wow. Well played. I didn't see that coming.
What?
He had a heart attack.
Oh shit.
So and then she broke down. So Spirit played.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you have an
Okay.
opportunity then again.
Yeah. Okay. You handle that.
It's so long and crazy, it's complicated. I bet.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you have an opportunity then. If Spirit's getting involved, you have an opportunity. So you might be the thing that pushes her in.
You're
move
taking the window is open and
You have
you're
a window of
grabbing, and
opportunity.
you're grabbing and it's okay. It's okay that you're grabbing
Yeah,
if
no,
the window's open.
no, you have a window of opportunity. Just go slow.
Yeah, don't snatch.
Yeah.
Draw up slowly. Like think of it like scuba diving. Don't give her the bends.
Don't give her the bends. Yeah, don't come up too quickly.
It's a
That's what you were thinking. Yeah. No, I think you might have gotten a nice little opportunity from Spirit, man. And that's cool. That means there might be something there to salvage, and that's awesome for you. I'm
yeah,
glad.
that's great. I want burgers. You want burgers? I want like a
Meaty mess in your mouth.
Yeah,
What?
I do. I
I know you do,
Like,
but
I
what
want,
about
like-
food?
No, the better answer would have been like, all right, like 20 minutes or what? I don't know. Anyway,
I can be here before.
be in my
I
office
can
in
come.
20 minutes.
I can come here before Uber Eats can.
That joke popped in my head again.
Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming.
Uh,
Yes, he is.
no, I really cheeseburgers. I think are my favorite food, other than sushi. It probably goes like a really good cheeseburger and then sushi. So
12 plus years. Wow. Yeah, that's a good one.
here's the real kicker though. Do you want Habit or Wild? Because like they both have really good burgers and their sides are always really good.
Oh yeah, no, I think did Habit had the better, or no, Wild had the better sides, I think,
Yeah,
because we can get cheese curds instead.
if
right.
you want that, I think I don't know.
Hmm.
People,
Hold on.
those are the pretty much.
Oh yeah, they have that smoked brisket burger.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And their sides are usually pretty good. But Habit's really good too. I don't
Hold
remember.
on.
Their
I
sides
wanna see
aren't
the
that
sides,
good though.
I want to see the sides. Oh yeah, because they got fried pickles and tater tots.
Yeah, I don't remember like
That's
Habit.
it.
Their sides aren't as good. Like their fries and stuff. I don't remember being
Mm-mm.
as good.
Mm.
I think.
Let's see sides. They got onion rings, sweet potato fries, tempura green beans,
Oh, fancy pants. I don't know. You pick.
Parmesan garlic fries. Wait, the fuck? No, Habit's the one I'm thinking of. I won't have it.
You want the garlic parmesan?
Yeah, I want the garlic parmesan fries.
Okay. But here, I'll let you order first because I always take like twice as long to order food than you.
Why did you shove it in my face with a sea salt caramel shake?
I didn't.
Of course, that's not what I want.
Well, you probably got that last time. Their shakes aren't that. I don't think their shakes were that good.
Oh no, they weren't.
They
Yeah.
weren't. Yeah,
No,
don't get that.
where did we get those bobas from? That was amazing.
That was from the ramen place.
Was it?
It was.
It was the other place, the sushi place we tried.
We've never ordered sushi.
Well, it
takeout.
wasn't. We didn't order sushi. They had sushi, but we ordered like Chinese.
Silver Dragon. They were yucky.
No.
They were yucky.
All right, hold on. Maybe I'm thinking someplace else.
We did get boba tea. I'm pretty sure it was from the ramen place. The first time we got ramen from there, I think we got boba tea. And the ramen was super good, but it hasn't been good since. Like I've gotten it.
Yeah, true.
Before then, it wasn't that good.
All right. So you've got to talk then, because I don't know what I'm doing.
We're talking bacon chill. I must ask you a question. You remember that? I can't see what they're saying, so. Okay, y'all. I'll be back. Catch you. Okay, bye. See you later, alligator. For what, crocodile?
What? They have a tenderloin steak sandwich?
I don't know.
When did they get that?
That sounds good, though.
Yeah, it does. Hold on. I might get that.
I thought of a movie that we need to watch.
We have drinks, so I'm good with that.
Yeah,
what movie do we need to watch? Other than, we're going to watch the
Time Machine.
Time Machine.
But we also need to watch. There was a Dracula movie that I didn't know existed.
Wait, what?
There was a Dracula movie that I didn't know existed.
You mean Dracula?
Yeah, Dracula, and it's with
Well, it wasn't Dracula. You didn't know the movie Dracula existed?
No, it was a Dracula. It was a Dracula.
Well, what's
movie.
It called?
Dracula.
You didn't know the movie Dracula
No.
existed?
I did, but it is a Dracula movie.
Yes.
Dracula.
What's it called?
Dracula.
Yeah.
Not the original.
So you didn't know they made another?
It's a particular Dracula movie.
Okay.
That I didn't know existed. I know that there's a bunch of Dracula movies, and a bunch of them are called Dracula. It's a particular Dracula movie.
Were you surprised that there was a movie called Dracula that you didn't know existed?
No, that's not my surprise.
Okay. What was your surprise with? Because you said you were surprised that it existed. I'm trying to wrap my head around.
It was a Dracula movie I'd never heard of. It was a Dracula adaptation.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Dracula movies that you've never heard of that are called Dracula, actually. I'm sure of it. And a lot of them suck. They're awful. I've seen half of them.
Okay.
They are so bad.
Have you seen the one then with Gary Oldman,
I think I have.
who was Dracula, and it's got Winona Ryder.
I think
It was
I
made
have,
in
yes.
1992.
Yes, I have.
Is it bad?
It is bad.
Oh, but I saw a scene from it that was so cute.
I'm sure it's
Can
great.
I watch it?
We should
still?
watch it.
Okay, because like it was sweet, and I like Gary Oldman.
So
like
I
him.
watched-
He's in Fifth Element, and he's Commissioner Gordon in Batman.
Yeah, so I've watched a bunch of horror, like B-movie horror movie stuff. So if this is one of those, and I think it was,
Okay, so like I like silly horror. Okay, I like silly horror movies that are
I
like.
think you don't
okay,
watch horror
we're gonna-
movies with me though, really. I mean,
we
Nope
watched
was
Nope
we
last
watched
night.
Nope,
That
which was good. Yeah, but
that
when we
was
saw
good. That's more of a
Smile,
thriller.
yeah, but we saw Smile, and you were like, nope.
Can I give you my honest critique of Nope?
Yeah,
It basically was the African American version of Signs. And I'm here for it.
fuck.
I love it. It was amazing. But it was the African American version of Signs.
I don't even hate that because you're right. I mean, so from a cinematography standpoint, yes, you're right. Oh fuck.
Even from the story. Even from the storyline.
No, you're right. So I don't hate you for saying that because you're absolutely correct, and I loved it, and you're right. But damn, can we say? Yeah, we can say that.
It's not a bad thing.
I know.
It's not a bad thing. But seriously, it is literally even the story about the person who lost interest in what they were because the death of someone they loved. And then the story ties back around to them fulfilling what they were from the start because of the death of that person.
Yep.
Like it had to deal with aliens and an alien they didn't understand, but it tied back to something that was originally part of what they did.
Yep.
Water being the baptism, in the Christian perspective of Signs, because he was a priest and it was being.
But and here being the animal and the training of a predator.
Yeah.
And being able to fulfill yourself. And being able to be yourself, and having control in a situation where you're dealing with an animal that is much larger than you and could theoretically kill you. But what? No, we didn't switch things.
Oh.
We didn't. This one's mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good.
No, yeah, but yeah, it's African American side. And I'm here for it. It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It was wonderful, though.
You know what we should do?
What?
Instead of we should this is like podcast material. It's like we have discussions with each other.
I know.
Yeah, we should start doing like a podcast.
Yeah, we probably should. I mean that's. I mean, we could. Honestly, I'll just strip the audio off of these and we'll post it somewhere.
I mean, whatever. Oh, you could do that, couldn't you?
Yeah, it'd be just as easy. I mean, because we have all the other.
Because that way, people who don't get to catch the live.
Yeah, so the only problem is, does someone want to turn this into a podcast? Because I don't want to.
I need something to do.
There, you can turn it into a podcast because honestly, we already have. Well, we have the audio from the. So we've had some of the best discussions we've had have been on live.
Yeah.
Honestly, some of the most profound shit I've ever heard has been on our lives.
Oh heck yeah.
And we have the YouTube audio that I from the YouTube videos that I posted or whatever, but nobody watches those. And so maybe it is more consumable in an audio format. The problem is we do have like a lot of dead air, dead space and stuff, and I don't want to go back through and edit that out. I've done that before, and it's sure.
I can do it though. Like,
if you want to do that, that's fine.
Like I'm not.
You need something, so maybe this is it.
I need a project. Like
this is why we're here, bitches. This is how it works. If you want to know how spirit works, this is how it works. You just let it happen. You let it come to you, and this is what happens. So she is stuck in a situation where she's expressed feeling that she feels anxious. She needs something to do. I've expressed many times that I'm not going to push her in any direction, which is what I should be doing. We naturally go about our lives. We don't stress about it. We're not worried about it. And eventually we come to a situation like this where we're having a discussion and then it all comes out. And by coming out at this point in time, instead of coming out, 2 weeks ago when we were talking, but coming out on a live allows us to actually teach you this same principle. So this is the whole point. This is why it happens the way it does. Everything happens for a reason. If you just fucking let it.
You know what I could have done? Is I could have, instead of it happening naturally like this, I could have
force something.
like pestered you or gotten mad at you.
Yeah.
Or like
or
taking out my frustration on
or
you.
even gotten mad at yourself, pestered yourself, and then gotten into like, I need to do something, I need to get a job, I need to do whatever it is.
I got there for a second.
I know you did.
Came to you. I was like, maybe I should go.
I know. And what did I say when what did I say when you came to me?
I don't remember. You said,
I'm not going to push you to do anything.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, do it.
Yeah.
If you don't feel called or you don't want to do it, then I'm not pushing you. I'm not going to pressure you into something. And that's the point.
And immediately, like, I kind of was just like, okay, I can, like, I felt like I could breathe again.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. Like to know that, like, it kind of, I guess, made it, I guess maybe I was feeling like a burden for you at the time.
You're never a burden.
I understand. No, I understand.
And I know you know that.
But like, but I felt that at the moment.
I just want to express that because you said it. So.
But like, I was feeling it at the time because that's from what I'm used to. I'm used to when I'm not feeling good, when stuff's starting to go wrong with me. I think it's because
think about it, because everyone's
I've done something wrong to someone else, and I start feeling like
think about it though, because everyone's the same way. It's like if everyone, for the ones that they love, would want to provide, and they would want to give, and they'd want to be there for the ones that they love, and you know that I love you, so you know that I would do more if I could. And so, like, you're feeling any situation that stresses itself, anytime you're put in a situation that stresses itself, the other party might feel that, like, I need to do more. And you will get into situations sometimes where people will feel stressed out. And so they'll push to another party. You need to do more. I never want to be that sort of an influence on anyone. So it's like, I can only control myself. And that's what you have to get to. I can only control myself and what I am doing. Yeah. So I'm never going to push another person to do more to help in any situation. I can only control what I can control. So what do I care about? And what am I trying to control? So limit that as much as possible so that you get down to its very core. And then allow it to grow out naturally. That's kind of the point. But people try to control way too much. They try to control everything around them. And it's too much. You need to bring yourself in, especially when you feel like you've lost control. You need to bring yourself in. Get down to what you can only control. And then don't force anything onto anyone else. And allow it to grow naturally. And I think we've done that. And as we've done that, it's become more fruitful. It seems to grow itself. And so as long as we follow that then, and as long as we allow that to mature naturally, I see blessing in that. That's kind of the point. And yeah, I think this is almost part of the problem, is that, like, we said before, it was the whole point of, you will know them because they bear much fruit. And the problem is that people have twisted that and found other ways to bear fruit. But you will never outperform natural growth. You will never outperform those that really kind of go in and find this. But so few do. And so it's not that people that bear much fruit are them. It's that you will know them because they bear much fruit.
And the quality?
There's a difference. There's a difference between, so the two sayings of, like, you will know them because they bear much fruit, or they are them because they bear much fruit, are not the same. Okay? So you will know them because they bear much fruit does not mean those that bear much fruit are them.
Right.
Get it?
Yeah.
It's that you will know them because they bear much fruit, but you will know them because they bear much fruit and they don't fucking do anything.
Yeah.
They don't even have to try.
Yeah.
And they bear fruit. That's bearing much fruit. Yeah. So when you see people that bear much fruit and they're putting so much effort into it, they're trying so hard, they're killing themselves over it. It's not them. It's not them. You will know them because when they come in, when they finally hit, They won't even fucking try. You will look at them and say, "What the fuck is happening with you?" It just happens. This is why I've been told my entire life. My entire life, I've been told I fail upwards by my friends. They look at me and they go, "I don't get how you do it. You fail upwards."
Yeah.
Even when you fucking fail, when you don't even try, when you don't put any effort in and it fucking fails, you end up out on top. How the fuck do you do that? That, my friends, is bearing much fruit. You got it all fucking backwards. You think it means bearing much fruit, like I got all this money, I got all this show, I can do all this stuff. But I'm breaking myself, I'm killing myself, and I'm killing others to do it in the process. I'm enslaving people to do it in the process. I'm sorry, my friend, you haven't learned how to bear fucking shit. It's the guys that sit back, don't even try, and if they try, they may even fucking fail, and they still succeed. Those are the guys that bear much fruit. You guys didn't even fucking see it because you were looking in the wrong place. You were looking for the wrong fucking thing. You will know them because you bear much fruit. It was about protection. The entire world conspires for your fucking benefit. And when you fucking see that, and when you show it, when you demonstrate it, that, my friend, is fruit. Because the entire fucking world conspires for your benefit. It's like, how the fuck does this happen? You're not even trying and you're successful. How does that work? And why are you successful? Well, because you believe you're successful. Because you've gotten there. Because for success for you is exactly what you're fucking doing. It's not about reaching some goal. It's not about exceeding someone. It's not about doing something right now, right what you're fucking doing. That to you is success.
Exactly where I'm supposed to be.
I fucking win no matter what. I don't fucking care. Doesn't matter what you can do to me. I fucking win. Hey, what are we talking about? A bunch of shit. Random shit, mostly. We've been ranting, if you will.
Ranting.
I mean, I thought that, and I don't mean to try to recreate a conversation because, like, I feel like that fails every time you try to do it.
No, I mean, if they missed it, they missed it.
But I thought
It wasn't for them.
well, I thought the conversation we had in the car earlier was actually very enlightening and was very fun because, like, yeah.
Can you hold that thought because I have to pee.
Have you ordered already?
I'm checking out right now. Well, you were going off, and I was just entranced because every time like your mouth opens, I just get like stuck. It's like a portal.
Well, you made me blush.
It is like y'all. He says things that makes that literally like my brain.
They don't get to hear those though.
I know, but like it just makes my brain just like light up, and I love it.
And those are just for you.
It's amazing.
Oh,
Every time you go off, every time you open your mouth, everything you say, I'm just like,
I'm glad you appreciate it.
Trying to order stuff being so
Lady boner.
cute. Get a boner.
I like that you're the one that said that, not me.
Yeah, well.
Ranting is good for the soul, yeah?
Okay.
Speak to me. Oh, what would you like to hear?
I have to pee. I'll be right
You
back.
have to pee. Okay. I'm going to steal your chair, though. And I'm going to move this camera closer so that I can read these comments and just sit here like this. And you guys can just see my mouth and it'll be all fine. Whoa, that's weird. Okay. Well, there we go. What's the largest animal you can beat in a fight? What type of fight are we doing? Is this mental gymnastics? Are we, you mean physical fight? Because, I mean, you gotta lay some groundwork there, man. And what are the rules of the physical fight? Because I'm sure I can pretty much beat any large animal given the rules of the fight. How much preparation do I get? Yes, you owe the animal $600. Those are the rules of the fight. I owe the animal $600. Hand to paw combat. Ooh. All right, can I use the train though? Or are we fighting in space? You gotta think these things through, man. I'm telling you, I can beat any animal in a fight given the situation. And if I'm allowed to control the situation, ooh, there's no chance for the animal. It doesn't matter if it's hand to paw or hand to air, paw to air. That's the context. He wants to hurt you. Rabid animal needs to hurt me.
I don't know what they cooked in the.
I get control of the train. Hmm.
Did you switch the cup?
I'm pretty sure I could take down any animal then.
What about Cocaine Bear?
Yes, we're fighting in the middle of the Atlantic.
Oh, never mind.
I can tread water
there's no
longer than
bears
he
in the
can.
middle of the Atlantic.
No, I can tread low water longer than he can.
Think Cocaine Bear?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, you're setting the ground rules. Okay, it's on a train.
What are y'all talking about? What are you talking about? Thank you.
Yeah, terrain. Not on the train. The terrain. If I can set the rules to the fight,